Hello everyone, and today I'm gonna make Suquet de Rap. This is a typical plate from Catalonia, and this recipe it consists for two parts. The first one is to make the fish stock, fumet in Catalan. That for me it's one of the most important things to make a really good suquet. Now I show you the ingredients to make fumet, fish stock. Okay, here I have the vegetables. I have 2 carrots. I have 1 leek, 1 tomato, 1 onion, and 2 sticks of celery. Now it's time to the fish. Here I have 2 rockfish. They are small, but it's perfect to make a fumet. This is scorpion fish and this is Weber fish, but you use any type of rockfish. Here I have small crabs, 500 grams of small crabs, and 200 grams of this type of shrimps. In Catalan it means galeras. And here I have a head of a monkfish, but for me it's better if you use only rockfish and small crabs. But in my case I use these 2 types of small rockfish and the head of a monkfish, because today in the market I didn't find only rockfish, so I buy this head of a monkfish, but it's perfect to make a fumet. To clean the fishes, only you use a scissors. Okay, and now I show you how to clean the fish. Okay, first you need to take the scissors and open the fish. Be careful, don't cut your fingers, and you keep all the guts. And you make the same to keep the gills. These are the gills. Cut here and keep these gills. And the same with the eyes. You need to clean with a lot of cold water. And you get all the blood. Okay, that's all. These are the fish ready to make the stock. Now I show you how to open, how to clean the other fish, the Weber fish. This is more hard to clean than the scorpion fish. But keep all the guts. And you make the same that the other fish. Take all the gills with the scissors. Be careful, don't cut your fingers with the scissors. And you make the same. Cut the eyes. Okay, and here you have the fish clean. And now, this is a tip. When you buy a fish, you ever look the gills, and when the gills are very red, this is so the fish are very fresh, are very good. Now it's the time to clean the head of a monkfish. I clean only with cold water and keep all the blood. To make a fumet, a fish stock, it's very important, don't use oily fish. For example, don't use salmon or sardines or mackerel, for example, or tuna. Only use rockfish, and because when you use oily fish stock, change the color to red. Now I clean the bone of the monkfish. This is the head, this is the bone. This is the other part of the monkfish, of the bone of the monkfish. That makes a really good stock. Okay, now it's time to clean the shrimps, the galeras, and the small crabs. But this is too easy because only put in cold water, put here, only cold water. And it's very important that you check the small crabs, and if you see any crab it's black, for example this one, this is black, these crabs are not fresh. This is used to make the stock, so I trash this one. And now I clean the vegetables. I clean this leek, so I keep this part because there are too much sand. I clean the leek, and the same with the stalks, with the celery. Okay, and now I clean the carrots. I pass the knife to clean very well and keep all the sand. This part are very black, so now I start to make the stock. First I put a splash of olive oil in a big pot, and I put the gas on. At the moment, to low heat. Put a little bit of olive oil, splash. Now it's time to start to cut all the vegetables. This time, carrot. Now it's time to the onion. With 3 pieces. This case doesn't matter if it's too small or too big. With the leek. And it's time with the celery. The tomato I put in the last moment because tomato have too much water, and now it's time to fry the vegetables. And now I put all the vegetables here in the pot, and I fry approximately for about 6 minutes until the vegetables take out of color. And I put the gas to maximum. Are cooked. I cut this fish, water fish. I cut in 2 pieces, well, in 3. The head and these 2 parts. And the same with the scorpion fish. Now the vegetables are cooked. They are very cooked. And now it's time. I put the crab, the galeras, shrimps. The gas is maximum, and now I put all the crabs, all the shrimps. And it's very important, the gas are at maximum. And now I stir fry this. You see, I stir fry for about 2 minutes, only 2 minutes. Crabs and the shrimps change the color, and now it's time to add the rockfish. We put scorpionfish and weberfish, the bone of the monkfish, gas to maximum, and I stir fry 2 more minutes. Now I pass 2 minutes and I add the head of the monkfish. And it's time to cut the tomato. And I add the water. And when it starts to boil, put to low heat and let it boil for about 25-30 minutes, no more. The fish stock doesn't need too much time to cook. When the stock is boiling, I remove all the bubbles. Now it's time to start to make the suquet, but first I need to show you the ingredients to make the suquet. The fish, in my case I use monkfish, really big monkfish. There are 2.5 kilos of monkfish. But why not? You can use sea bass or sea bream or hake or cod or haddock, for example. In my case, I prefer a scorpionfish, but I didn't see a big piece of scorpionfish, so I buy this monkfish. Here I have a fresh squid. I prefer cuttlefish, but I didn't see, so I buy a squid. And here I have wild water prawns. This is fresh. They are too small, but it's perfect for the suquet. Here I have 4 tomatoes and 2 green peppers, 4 onions, and garlic. This is to prepare the suquet. I cut the monkfish in small cubes. Now the monkfish are cut, and it's time to put all the salt. I put into the fridge for use later. Now it's the time to clean and prepare fresh squid. I keep this bad part and I remove all the guts. Here I have the tentacles, and later I remove all the eyes. And now I keep this part, the squid. This is very hard when you cook. And put cold water and remove all the intestines. And in my case, I didn't use the blacking of the squid, but if you prepare, for example, black rice or any recipe, you can use, for example, the ink of the squid. Now the squid is ready to cut and it's clean. Okay, now I remove the eyes. And this part, I keep. This part, it's very hard. I cut to half. Here I have the tentacles. Cut. And now it's time to cut the body of the squid. Cut. This size, not too big but not too small, so small one. Now I remove these intestines and I continue. Now I put in the fridge and I cook later. Now I start to cut all the vegetables. I start the onion and I chop very fine. fine and the onion cook very quickly. I cut all the onion, but I put 2 more onions, so here there are 6 onions. And now it's time to cut the green pepper very fine. I cut this part. I open and I remove all the seeds. And the pepper are clean, there aren't any seed. And I cut Now I start to make the suquet. First I put a splash of olive oil and I put the gas and I start to cut garlic. Skin off, I peel. For more quickly, break the garlic. And it's more easy. Now the garlic take a color. What do you see? It's brown, and it's time to remove all the garlic. And now I put to low heat, and I put all the vegetables: the onion, green pepper. In the same oil and green pepper, and I put salt. I cook this to medium-high heat, 5 minutes, medium-high heat. But later I put to low heat and I cook approximately for about 1 or 1.5 hours to make and stir regularly. 20 minutes later, the onion and the green pepper are cooked, and now it's time to add the suquet. They are clean, cut, and I put with the onion and green pepper. But I didn't put any salt in the suquet. And now I cook for about 25 or 30 minutes and put to medium low heat and cover. Now the sofragit, the green pepper, the suquet, and the onion, they are cooking for about 35 minutes. And now it's time to cut the tomatoes, 4 tomatoes, and grate it. To put later here, in the pan. Now the vegetables are already cooked, they out of color, caramelized color. They're cooked for about 40 minutes, more or less. And now it's time to add the grated tomato. I put the gas high heat. I put the tomato. I cook for 15 minutes or 20 minutes until the tomato are cooked and covered. And I put to medium-high heat. The first 5 minutes, and later the other 15 minutes I put low heat. And now it's time to peel the potatoes. 6 or 4, depending to the people to eat suquet de rap. Okay, the potato I peel, and I cut the potato this way. Because potato act to the suquet de rap and all the starch make the suquet more thickness and more consistency. When the potatoes are ready, I put the salt. Now I put the fish stock to heat. And now it's time to add the sweet paprika. Only one teaspoon. I add a little bit more. Should paprika make more color to suquet de peix, more red, more intense. And now I add the potatoes. I put the gas to medium-high heat. Okay, now I put the potatoes and I cook for about 2 minutes here. And when the potatoes are cooked for 2 minutes, I put the stock. Now it's time to add the fish stock. I put to high heat, and it's important to cover the potatoes with the stock. Remember, this stock I didn't put salt. Now I put to high heat and I cover it and I cook for about 10 minutes, 15, until the potatoes are soft. This is the last step. I'm gonna make the picada. These are the ingredients: saffron, hazelnuts, but you can use almonds if you want, 2 cloves of garlic, and fresh parsley. First, I start to peel the garlic. I put in the mortar. I chop the parsley. Picada I put at the end of the suquet de peix when are done to make more thickness. But first I put almonds, for example 12. Now it's time to add all the parsley. But for me, I put more hazelnuts, a little bit more. Now the picada is ready. It's similar to paste. Now I put saffron for this, because saffron is very intense to very color. Okay, now potatoes are soft, are cooked, and it's the time to add the monkfish. It's already salted. A little bit of more fish stock. And I cook for about 5 to 10 minutes, depending to the size of the monkfish. But 5 minutes, it's okay. Now the monkfish is already cooked, and it's time to add the picada. And now I cook this for about 4 minutes or 5, and finally I add these prawns. But at the moment I cook only for 5 minutes. And now it's time to put the prawns. These prawns are too small, so they're cooked very quickly. In 2 minutes or 1 are ready. So now I covered and I cook for I think 2 minutes and the Suquet de fish is all ready to serve. Now the Suquet is all ready, the prawns are cooked. Here I have the Suquet. I put a little bit of parsley. And it's all ready to eat. Bon appetit, que vagi de gust, bon profit, Catalan, and bon profit.